You're watching Friday Night Football on Fox Wilmington, sponsored by Browning Tire and Auto and Pelican's Perch Bar and Grill.
It's week 5 of Friday Night Football, and that means it's time for conference play. This is when the action really starts to heat up, folks. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Connor Smith. Plenty of highlights and scores to show you. Let's get right into it. We're going to start off with our game of the week. Last year, this matchup was a nail-biter until the end and had a big say in conference standings at the end of the season. The undefeated Pender Patriots facing a road test in Tabor City last night against South Columbus. Pender coming off a double overtime win over Wallace Rose Hill. South Columbus trying to get their season on track. Austin Deal hiding behind the line of scrimmage. Going to take this one around the right side. 31 yards to the house. Pender's up big at this point, 38-7. South Columbus, though, marching right back down the field. They're going to hit pay dirt. Jackson Green to Preston Dager for the 19-yard touchdown pass. That makes it a 38-15 ball game. It's Pender's turn now to get some more offense on the board. Jaheim Lamb has just enough to get inside the pylon for the 10-yard touchdown. Tack on the 2-point conversion. Pender's up 46-15. And as if this one wasn't already in doubt, Javin Moore goes absolutely untouched. 40 yards for another Pender touchdown. 54-23 Pats at that point, and they have an absolutely dominant showing. A statement win, 62-29. Pender heading to Anson next Friday. Here's Coach Tom Eanes, proud of his undefeated 4-0 group.
Coach Dove in South Columbus, I always have the most respect for them. Their program is very, very good, and for us to get a win down here is very tough. I think their young men play the game very hard, and so I'm very proud of my guys to step up and play a good football team like that.
All right, let's head over to Leland now. The Battle of the Bridge, New Hanover versus North Brunswick. Both squads need a pick-me-up. They're both 1-3 coming into this one. Third quarter, Scorpions, Kane Jarrett, the senior, rolling across the goal line. North Brunswick up 2 touchdowns, but here come the Wildcats. Tony Clark Nelson scampers into the end zone. It's a 1-score game, and they get the ball right back. Giovanni Webb bodying his way into the end zone with a little help from his offensive line. We are all tied up. North Brunswick trying to take the lead with the field goal. Doink hits the left upright, still tied at 28. So the Wildcats take over and answer. Tenari Johnson running into his right, make it 21 unanswered points for the Wildcats. They're up 6. Here comes North trying to win the game. Jonah Campbell hits Ryan Griso, but the ball pops out, a fumble. Ethan Tatum causes the loose ball. New Hanover picks it up. What a win for the Wildcats last night, 35-28, and another tight, disappointing loss for North Brunswick. Hanover off next week. North heads to Topsail. Congrats to the Wildcats on the big win last night. The Ashley Screaming Eagles just notched one of their most exciting wins in recent memory, winning on a touchdown toss in the final seconds. They're hosting Topsail last night. Let's see Carter Crowell hitting Jaleel Bryant for the touchdown in the first quarter. Ashley's up 7-0. And folks, I gotta say, this guy seems to have more fun than any player we see on Friday Night Football. Look at him sprint over and celebrate with the student section. Ashley fans loving what they see. They're up 7-0 early. Here comes Topsail, though. Gunnar Haynes with the inside handoff to the big fella, rumbling in for the end zone. Extra point, no good, so the Eagles still up by 1. And they're looking for it all right here. Crowell takes the snap, hits Noah Wilson. He blows past the entire Pirates secondary. That huge pitching catch makes it 1st and goal for the Eagles. And they're going to keep things pretty simple right here, handing it off to Bryson Lovelace. He gets in for 6 points. Ashley loving that. They're up 17-6 at half, and they win this one 24-6. Topsail still winless on the year. Ashley now 2-3. They head to Laney next week. A rematch of the first round of last year's state playoffs. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get over to Charlotte. West Brunswick off to a great start in 2025. They're 3-1. They've already matched their win total from last year. Hosting Laney in this one, first quarter, Josiah Borton connecting with Kavion Griffin for the 38-yard touchdown. He's making it look easy, spinning his way into the end zone to open up the scoring. We head into the second quarter now. Laney looking for the response. Ryan Gallagher under center, and he's going to toss a beautiful pass over to Kilby East Dixon. That puts the Bucks on the move just outside the 10-yard line. And that sets up Ty DeLuba. He nails the 29-yard field goal. Lead cut to 7-3. Time winding down now in the first half. Gallagher and Thies Dixon again. A large chunk gain downfield. but West Brunswick ends up winning this ball game 21-16. They keep on rolling. They're now 4-1. Their competition gets a whole lot stiffer next week. They head to Hoggard. The Vikings were on bye last night. Right down the road, another Brunswick school, South Brunswick at home last night. The Cougars facing Purnell Sweat. And South Brunswick's D turned in a stout performance. Take a look at the two-man suplex right here. Boom! They get that guy right on the turf. And they're going to follow it up with another really nice play right here. The pass comes down the field. Here comes Logan Ferguson snatching it out of the air and tacks on a nice return too before he is finally shoved out of bounds. This first half was back and forth, but Purnell Sweat managing to strike first. They take the early lead on the touchdown right here. But the Cougars win it, a 1-point win at home for them, 21-20. They get to rest up next week. They're now 3-2 heading into bye. The Whitepool Wolfpack back at home tonight, welcoming the Clinton Dark Horses into Legion. They always seem to perform well at home. And they're already up 6-0 early. Pack airing it out. Leighton McLean drops it right in the bucket to A.J. Monroe. A 59-yard bomb, and he easily scores 13-0 Whitepool. Clinton answering right back, though. Miles McAuliffe throws an absolute laser over the middle to Zaire Strickland. He brings it to the promised land. 13-7 Whitepool leads at that point. They hit a field goal, and now it's McLean again going downfield. Corey Fasson boxing out his defender in the end zone. What a sick grab right there and a mean celebration to tack onto it. 23-7 Whitepool at that point, but Clinton ends up winning this ball game in overtime. 37-36, a great game. Whitepool falls to 3-2. They're also on bye next week. And week 5 of Friday Night Football is just getting going. More highlights and scores for you after the break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Friday Night Football on WECT!
All right, welcome back to Friday Night Football. A couple of fun matchups in Bladen County last night. Let's start with West Columbus at East Bladen. Third quarter of this one, Vikings looking for a big comeback. DJ Graham finding his man, Demond Williams. A nice grab in the end zone. West Columbus getting a little bit closer, but still a big deficit. Next possession, Eagles first play. They fumble the handoff, and the Vikings recover. They're in business, so their offense heads right back onto the field. And it's Graham again showing more of his moves. He's rolling to his left, escaping pressure, steps up and hits Charlie McLeod. He's going to show a little move, the shimmy shake into the open field. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. All of a sudden, we got a ball game. West Columbus now with the ensuing kickoff after that touchdown. They're down 12. They kick it to the Eagles returner. It bounces off of him, and West Columbus is right there to jump on another turnover. Talk about an absolute meltdown for East Bladen. So it's Graham again, and again he goes with the pump fake, then finds Santonio Vereen down the seams. What a pitch and catch. He's going all the way. The fourth quarter, though, the Eagles are able to rally, take care of this one. Deshaun Campbell doing his best Derrick Henry impression. Get off of me. That seals the win. East Bladen takes it 54-28. They are 4-1 for the first time since 2018. Here's Coach Robbie Priest on that crazy third quarter.
When the bad stuff happens or something, kicks you in the gut, you can't start pointing fingers. Okay, you got to stay together and stick together. So that's what would drive home. That's what the message was during the third quarter. But we battled. We got ourselves through it. We pulled away with the win, so that's all right.
Right down Route 242 now in Bladenboro. West Bladen hosting Union. The Spartans getting fired up to take on the Knights. This one would turn ugly quickly for Union. Derek Aycock trying to throw downfield. Picked off by Keon Whittington. He's taking it back to the house for 6. The Knights strike first, and they lead early at home. Later in the first quarter now, running back Sincere McKinley. He's got a great name. He's got some great moves, too. He takes the handoff, shakes off one tackle, and is off to the races, down all the way to the 1-yard line. This guy is becoming a regular on Friday Night Football. Then West Bladen goes with the silent count, fools the entire defense, and Devon Hare in for the easy touchdown. West Bladen wins 32-6. The Knights improve to 2-3 on the year. About one of our biggest matchups coming into the week, Jacksonville at East Duplin, two of the top teams in Eastern North Carolina. Not until the top of the fourth quarter, the offense really starting to pick up here. Amari Pearson gets his number called. He runs right into your living room for the score. They are up 7. Jacksonville's defense was fierce, but finally East Duplin able to break through. Branson Norris slips in for the touchdown, and then he's going to show off his arm right here. He finds Dwayne Davis for the pitch and catch downfield. That shaves off a little bit more of that lead. Ultimately, though, too little, too late for East Duplin. Jacksonville coming out on top 35-24. East Duplin plays Southwest Onslow after a bye week. A quick shout over to James Keenan. The Tigers fresh off a bye week after taking down East Duplin in week 3, looking for another strong performance last night. Eli Avant handing it off in the first quarter. Jeremiah Hall finding a seam, breaks a tackle, and then they're going to yank on his face mask right there, tack on another 15 yards. He's into Gator territory. Tigers score on that drive. How about their next one, too? Avant taking the snap, throws it outside. C.J. Hill with the grab, and the senior receiver taking care of the rest. A 50-plus yard score puts the Tigers firmly in control. The Gators just trying to get something going on offense. Malachi Moore launching it deep downfield, but it's David Celaya climbing the ladder for the pick, and he wants a whole lot more. He's taking this one down the sideline untouched for the pick 6. Tigers up 21-zip at that point. And take a look at this final score at the bottom of your screen. 77-0. James Keenan just dominates in the win. They head to Rosewood in week 6. A look at some other final scores from week 5. East Columbus playing at Hobden. The Gators fall 36-6 on the road. They drop to 1-4 on the season. Trask playing at Lumberton last night. The Titans also losing there 36-13. And the undefeated Dixon Bulldogs putting that impressive record to the test at West Carteret. A whole lot of points in this one. Dixon falls 67-51, their first loss of the season. That's all the time we have for you this morning. Thanks so much for joining us this week. We got more conference play next week. Plenty of exciting matchups on the schedule. Can't wait to see you next Saturday morning. Have a great weekend.